Okay. Do you hear me? We moving on to Lydia. Go ahead, Lydia.
Thank you, Sarah. First of all, great to see you, at least digitally, but that's the new normal, right? Great to see that video. I haven't seen it before. I'll just try to stay short and just add some input on the game jam. Well, going into this year, we weren't ready, not at all ready to let the annual highlight of the year go, despite Ygap as we knew it wasn't possible. So this is what we tried to do instead of cancel or postpone. We gave it a shot to transform and with that introduce and explore gamification as a learning method. And like the video said, Ygap aim is to connect the world, and I think we really did that this year, even though digitally, not only by the 21 participants and 12 countries, but also with having one hub in the southern edge and one hub just hours from the Arctic Circle. So what we did during this intense week was to create space for the participants to exchange ideas, experiences, thoughts, and the methods, and space to discuss and identify what the challenges that we, the global labor movement, share, and what is most urgent, and then step by step narrow it down to a game-friendly narrative that explains or raises awareness on it. And sometime in 4 different topics were focused on, and there was future work, workers' right and precarious work, access to education, as well as gender equality. So we had groups working on these different subjects. And simultaneously, a team of developers, which are students from the game development and their teacher at Sunderby Folk High School, helped us to frame all of this content into a playable tool. And in this case, it resulted in an Android app where you can play an activist and put up posters in the community, or you can read updates on Twitter concerning your organization or what it could be. But in our game, we called it Litter instead of Twitter. You could also take part in protests and as a result finding yourself in prison. And the last one inspired by a Belarusian participant that we had in the course. And as you could see in the video as well, in true democratic spirit and after a vote, the game was named FIERCE, and the acronym stands for Fun, Interactive, Educational, Revolutionary, Challenging, and Engaging. And with that said, I mean, the process within rather than the final product was prioritized. We, of course, intended to have some kind of playable tool, but first and foremost, we wanted interested participants that hopefully continue to explore new learning methods, such as gamification, as a result of this course. And I think to conclude, the game itself might not be shareable as a finished product, at least not externally, but I think we embarked on something new, and I believe we all took something with us from this pilot. And for us coordinators, shout out if you don't agree with me now, Salim and Rinaldi, but we lived we lived as we learn, meaning that this was for sure learning by doing in every way. And I would say that we have a lot of lessons learned, what to keep, what to develop, what to change for an eventual sequel to this. So say all in all, it was an interesting, difficult, but inspiring learning experience. And we will meet the participants later this week to find out if they agree with that. But it was fun, and I inspired both a Nintendo after the course. So I'm now a gamer.
Thank you, Lydia. I think what
Thank
I
you.
must just say from the Secretariat who witnessed elements of this game, because I wasn't involved in the design of the game itself with the participants. The first thing that struck me, because they did the same introductory essays which we asked the Ygappers to do before they come to Cape Town. We asked them a little bit about themselves, and we asked them a little bit about what they consider important and why they do this work. And when reading through those introductory essays, even before Salim, Linnea, and Rinaldi and the gamers took them in, I was struck by the caliber of these young people. They came not only from our affiliates, but from the trade unions that our affiliates work with, or in the case of Latin America, from the Latin American Trade Union Confederation. But they were honestly, any one of them could easily be the next president of their country. They were the most amazing people. And to have them come and learn something that they never done before, and to just be privileged enough to interact with their engagements with each other was quite amazing. So I just want to say to the executive that we have some very, very fine people around this world who are doing the work that we want them to do. It was inspirational to all of us to see this unfold.